I'm playing as 2 full heroes and 2 comrades. So this one is full hero. He's Bruiser, the red guy here. And he also comes with an NPC. Each hero can assign an NPC with him, only one per hero. NPC said quest power, change a level 0 attack card of any role for a level 1 tank or healer attack. There are 2 types. The first is a special attack. This is one-time use. There are 2 cards, but I flip 1 card over because I play at the difficulty increase of K-Mid Hunt level 1. So each hero must choose between flip your special or reduce HP by 13. For this hero, I choose to flip the special attack card, and the other one is still available. But the 4 cards left, there are 2 types of cards as well. The specific hero attack card, the picture of the hero. This will all count as level 0. And there are some role attack card, role specific card. So this is brute role. This is hero specific card, which is level 0 always. This one, the brute level, I unlock and I choose 2 level 1. Okay, I have weapon shop level 2 in my city structures. Like the red color is a brute role. You can have 0, 0, 1, and 1. I can have 2 level 0 and 2 level 1. So this is the 1 level 0, this is 2 level 1. But this one is from the tank role. You can see from the tank role is because the initial quest power of this NPC said that you can change level 0 of my role for this case for a tank level 1. Not only I upgrade from level 0 to level 1, but I also change the role from brute to tank for this 4 cards. So each hero gonna have 4. Yeah, these are called primarily attack cards. So each hero have 4 and 2 special. You gotta equip 1 weapon, 1 armor, and this is the pool of mana pool. The mana is what makes the game great for me. You can see that on the left side is ally and the right side is villain. You can play your skill during ally turn from the left or villain turn on the right. And at the beginning of quest, assign 4 tokens on this. Because this is level 2, so we only look at the bottom part is level 1. We're gonna have 4 tokens and we assign 4 of them. So the slot that we don't assign, we cannot use. So I place 2 skill here, 2 skill here. And I can play these 2 during ally, these 2 during villain turns. This is what makes the game great, and you can make combo. This is so good. And the mana cube is maximum of 5. This is mana pool. This is what mana that I have. I have 3 right now, and the 2 is outside. So when I gain it, I will put it on here. And when you use your mana skill, you're gonna flip this and use 1 of this. Because this is level 1, so it takes 1 cube of mana when you use this. And when you flip this means that the mana skill is charged. You can use it again, but it will take more than this, 1 additional cube. For example, if I flip this and I want to use it second time, I have to pay for 2. And you also have total charge ability, mean that when all your skill is flipped, like if I use this and then I resolve this effect, and after I resolve this effect, I resolve the total charge effect, which means I uncharge all my 4 tokens. So I can use it again for lower cost. And then you can do this. For brute is mean a villain takes 9 damage, which is really good. On my HP track, he has 55. No, that's villain. The brute is here. I always get confused with the colors because this is villain. It has skull face, and this is brute. 59. The maximum HP is 65, but because of the adventure before this that I got my HP reduced, and my maximum is 65. I cannot heal more than my maximum HP. The comrade is different because you don't have attack card, but you have this simplify attack. But you have mana cube, and the skill you use is very simplified as well. It's easy to use, and we also equip with an NPC. But the rule said that for NPC that equipped with comrade, the quest power change to you gain cube per week number. So this is week 1, so you gain 1 cube at the start of the adventure, but I gained 4 more during my adventure, so I now have maximum 5. So we have the passive power is the same as the hero, but there are 2 things. These cards, these are special attack, and this special are one-time use per quest as well. The lesser and greater impulse, they are the same, they are always the same. And my level of comrade is level 2 because I have tavern city structure level 2. Comrade don't equip any weapons or armor. They only have 5 elements here. You can see that the stat is HP is 65. She is now at 46 because the K-Med hut that I need to choose to spend 1 special attack. But I choose not to spend the special attack card, but because I think it's good, so I reduce her HP by 13 and also the adventure effect thing. So she's now is really low, is the lowest of the heroes at 64. Now the healer and NPC is equipped, so your move stat is 7. Normally my move stat should be 5, but now it is 7. Hit points 60, but now it is 54 on the track because of the adventure. I also choose to spend one of my special attack card, and then for the primary attack card, I have 2 level 1 and 2 level 0. The item is different from the brute because the roll are different. You can look at the roll on the lower part. This is the healer roll. You can equip this because this is a range. For the brute is different. There are only 2 types of weapons and for the armor as well. For the healer, which is range character, and the brute melee character, they are different. You can look at this. Now the last person is also a comrade. He starts with 4 mana cube, also has 70 hit points. You can use it, but it's about healing, which is different from the controller skills about doing damage. But the Bruiser role is about healing. He is equipped with an NPC. Gonna give you 1 cube for the week that you are in, and also have 2 this because I choose to reduce HP down 13. HP now is 51 on the track. You can look at the villain that are on the map. There are 3 guys on the map, and they have their HP and their colors. There are 3 guys over here on the map, and the HP token that are different. They are there and here. But this one, she is Sedura. Sedura isn't. She is not a hero, but she is someone that on my side, and she will do the mission for us. She will try to get to the barrel over there, and if she can gain that barrel, she takes the special plan from the K-Med, from the bad guys. Then we win the game. We just want her to move around sneakily and get that thing. But these are undead pirates that are on the map that will try to hit Sedura. Primary objective is Sedura gets the hidden ship plans before her HP runs out. And we also have extra challenge. Sedura has 40 HP or more and at least 8 cube when you win the quest. The cube thing is the thing that we have to pile on her before we win the quest. Sedura starts with 70 HP. She does not count as a hero. And you take your Iron Hand Outpost card and put it anywhere, and whenever a hero spends a mana cube, put that cube on this card. So this is the cube that Sedura gonna gain, and we need 8 or more when you win this quest to take this extra challenge, because if you just win the game without extra challenge, you gain 3 loot cards. But if you get extra challenge, you gain +2. So we need to use a lot of mana cube, a lot of skill, and put it on this card. And then she will use it to manipulate the map. And so at the end, I need to make sure that she had at least 8 on this card. And how she managed to move around the map. If you look at this, the R symbol means at the end of the round. We go from top to bottom. Sedura acts as controlled by the players. She may spend cube from the Iron Hand Outpost card and or mana pool. Oh, so you can spend from the pool of the heroes as well. But the problem is, how can we get more of mana cube? It is when a villain dies, each hero get a mana cube. Or if we miss an attack, whenever we miss a primary attack, special attack, but not basic attack. deal residual damage and gain a mana cube as well. But that's not the way to go. I think we should kill the villain and take the mana cube instead of waiting for us to miss something. Move 2 per cube spent, and or assassinate once per turn only. Once per turn. Oh, it's only once per turn. Sadura spends 2 to remove 1 undead patrol in one of her. This symbol means range and also vision. This requires vision as well. This is not only range, but this is requires vision, and visions mean that it's similar to line of sight. And I was spending these, put them outside card pools. After Sadura action, each undead patrol with vision of her runs to Sadura and deals 10 damage. When Sadura assassinates them, grants no mana cube. At any time, if Sadura is in one range and in vision of the barrel, and no undead patrol has vision of the barrel, she can spend 4 cube to get the hidden chip plan. If she does, you win the quest. We have Sadura and that door block the way for her to go for that hidden plan, and those are all undead pirate. And our 4 heroes are here, and they are separated by walls. Walls block movement, block vision, and these 3 are, we need to kill these 3. You can see that there are some tokens on the combatant. Combatant means that both heroes and villains, they are combatants. But in this case, I don't think Sadura is combatant because she doesn't take turn. Some condition that I apply from the card, like this one. If you use a healer attack card, you can apply Empower 6 on somebody, on an ally. And when you apply it to somebody, you just put it on that person. It will end when the healer next turns begin. That's when this condition ends. But the condition that is on the miniatures, there are this will end if it is first considered the first instance. This will go away. No need to wait for next turn of anybody. During the game, we can select the turn order between 4 of our heroes. I think I'm gonna play this one first so that I can apply Empower. I can apply Empower to Empower 6 mean that when I attack and my attack hits, I get +6 damage. But it is only once per turn. Normally, a lot of conditions are once per turn. A lot of things in this game are once per turn. Even when you step on lava, step on spice, you only take damage once per turn. And turn mean that your turn is different than your ally turn, and so different than this villain turn is another turn, and they are all different turns. So you need to consider this is only once per turn. I'm gonna envision mean that's one corner of your hero to one corner of the other combatant. So I choose this corner and that corner. I can target this one. This one is in my vision, but not this one because wall block vision. The thing is that after I attack this one is going to retaliate right away. This one gonna take turn right away. The rules say that the first non-fatigue villain you target must take the next turn. They are all non-fatigue because fatigue mean that they take turns and they put fatigue cube on it. And this one has blast effect. Everybody around the target that is one adjacent will get this damage, 6 damage too. So it's better if you move away from each other first before we make this one attack. Maybe I better attack this one. On your turn, you can do 2 things: move action and prime action. For movement, you can spend movement point to move or interact, or you can sidestep, or you can focus. But when you sidestep, you have to forego all your movement points, and focus too, you have to forego your movement points. You cannot move one space and then sidestep, no. And for prime action, you can do basic attack, primary attack, special attack, or you do extra move action, which is the same thing as this one. You can combine your movement points, like you have 6 and 6, you can have 12 movement points. And if I attack, then it will retaliate against a hero that has the most HP. The Brute is the most HP hero. I can move up to 7 because of the NPC, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3 there. And why I don't get close, because when you incite reaction, there are two things. Incite enemy in one when your turn when on your turn and you declare a move on your move action and or declare target of range attack on your prime action. So it has to be on your turn only. So if I stay here and declare an attack, even when I attack other guys, and there's one enemy in one of me, I will incite reaction, and the reaction of this is 8. I would take 8 damage, so I'm not. So I move there, and then I declare this target. I need 7, and I get 18. So when you hit, you look at your passive first. Let's say an ally is in 3 of you, first hit of your turn, and once per turn only. So, and I can heal 3 a hero at the lowest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you trigger the passive, you trigger the damage, 8 damage, 47 now. And then I look at the effect. But if you missed all, you cannot apply the effect. But if at least one strike hit, that means that your attack is not miss, so you can apply the effect. So there's a hit, so I can do move to the target and allies empower 6 once per turn. Yeah, I'm not gonna move, but I'm gonna empower 6. So I'm gonna put this on brute, and I'm trying to delay my healer turn until like a lot of brute turn has gone. For the healer, you cannot use mana cube during your turn because it can be used only ally turn or villain turn. But look at the brute. I can do something. I can do this. Run 5 to a villain and it takes 1 damage for each square you run. I'm gonna do this. So I flip this. I pay 1 cube. Actually, I'm gonna use this one to pay, because this is a special rule that when you use comrade, you can use their cube and you can combine their cube with our own. You cannot use healer cube. If you are brute, you cannot use healer cube. You can use controller cube, his cubes, and the other comrade, the yellow guy, and you can combine them and pay for it. This one doesn't say range. You have to assume that this is range 8 and also in vision. Run to a villain. That villain must be in 8 range and in vision. So when you count range, you can count past anything, just the distance, the shortest distance between us. So this is 1, 2, 3 range, but it's not in vision because glass over that corner of this wall. And this one is, this one is in range and also in vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I gotta change my mind. The divine favor, it said move to the target. I'm going to move it here because I have a plan. Okay, I'm gonna run 5 to this villain because it's in line of sight. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this villain take 5 for each square you run. Blue guy go from 55 to 50. Running means that you cannot zigzag or you cannot use less efficient path. You have to use the shortest path. You cannot like move around 1, 2, 3, run. You have to get close to that target. This will not incite reaction. When I get past this guy, I move from here to here. I did not incite any reaction. You will incite reaction on your turn only, from spending movement point only, and from declare range target from your prime action only. When you use skill or somebody, or when you use your benefit, like this one, you have benefit is you move 3. This you move 3 doesn't incite reaction. It doesn't spend a move point. It's just a benefit from the attack card. This is not considered an attack. This is skill effect that this guy take 5 damage. It will not retaliate. First, not fatigue villain you target. This one will not go after this turn. And also only one villain goes after this turn. So if I attack 2 guys, only the first one that is not fatigued will go after and will become fatigued later. And then I will declare that this is the end of my turn. I forgot something. This will put on Iron Hand Outpost for this specific quest card to declare that he is now fatigued. And the villain that is going to do retaliate gonna go. He's gonna target the most HP heroes, which is this guy. And this is why that I move this one move next close to me, because when this guy move to this guy, it's gonna incite reaction from the healer. Let's look at the skills can be used once per turn for each hero. And this is villain. This is red villain turn. So now everyone can use one skill. I'm gonna use for the brute, and let's use the Q for the yellow guy. Use the Q for yellow guy and conserve my own cube. And let's look at this one. I can heal 3 a hero. I can pay 5 to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Pay the cube and put it on there. And I have to pay 5 HP to heal 4. And then deal 4 to villain. Pay 5 to 49. Heal, I'm going to heal this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not maximum hit point, so it's okay. I deal 4 to this villain. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the blue guy instead. And also the controller can either allies or villain turns. An enemy take 3 damage for 1 cube, 6 damage for 2 cubes, and they are more than multiplied. They are like 4 cubes, 16 damage. So it's better if you pile onto this. Let's try to do that. I'm gonna do 16 damage to this guy, to 31, to the blue guy. He is in vision of me, right? Let's check. Yeah, in vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this yellow guy skills is about healing. I don't want to heal right now, so I'm fine. Now the villains, this villain target the most HP, so he will try to move to the most HP using shortest path. This is only one way. He will incite a reaction from the healer. Healer has 6 reaction, so down to 41. Let's roll, and my defense is 6. It's 19 is more than 6. Passive. No other hero is in one of the target. Actually, there's no other hero, and it's gonna trigger this. If I plan it better, not move here, but I didn't plan it. So gonna be 4 plus 17, that's 21. And lose 1 cube from its pool. So lose 1 cube from here. When I lose it to here. 21 damage. Down to 42. This go quickly. After the passive and damage trigger, we go to the effect, and it doesn't have any effect. So this is done, and we put the cube. This is now fatigue villain. Then there are 2 more not fatigue villain over there. I think I'm gonna trigger this guy, and then let's attack this one. But if I trigger and attack this one, this retaliate, we do blast. Blast mean that it will blast to adjacent, and it will target the furthest hero. Oh, it also has range 8, so there's no need to move at all. This person, which is the furthest hero, and it's gonna blast to this. There's a strategy about this. If you pile your damage onto one villain and take it down, the other might not be provoked, and they might not retaliate. At the end of our hero's turn, the other unprovoked villain will get critical damage. Sure, critical damage. As long as they hit, they will get critical plus 5 damage. You can see that critical hit, when you roll 20, you get critical hit and you get plus 5 damage. But for the unprovoked villain, as long as they hit, they will get plus 5 damage. My strategy is we should also spray it a little bit and not get the unprovoked thing. We should provoke everyone as much as possible for me. But this orange guy will do another hero is into the target. Oh, and least HP hero is this one. Maybe it's better if I move it to here and attack, and this one goes for this, and I will not be in 2 of any hero. Okay, I will use this one to move. Movement of this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot move past diagonal through the walls. Corner of walls like this, you cannot spend 1 movement point like this. You have to go around 1, 2 like this. And then I'm going to declare an attack. After I declare an attack, I choose benefit. Choose 1 and plus 2 to attack roll, or you move 2. This movement will not incite reaction, so I can move 2 like this, and okay. But I will choose plus 2 to attack roll. This guy has defense of 6, so let's see. So plus 2 is 10 is enough. I can do, let's look at the passive first. Passive say, trigger at the start of your turn. Oh, this one is different. This passive trigger at the start of your turn if there is at least 1 enemy in 2 of you, which I didn't. I cannot pay to gain 2 cube. This is so good. This is so good for this mission, this skill. So I have to be in range of when I start my turn. Then I do 11 damage to 45. Oh man, 45. Then there are a lot of guys. Then I look at the effect because this attack is a hit because at least one strike is a hit. So effect is you choose one, you can heal 5, you can move 3 and there's 4 damage to an enemy into view. Because it's gonna target the least HP and I have to be not in 2 of the brute, I'm not going to move, I think. But I can deal 4 damage to this red guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 37 on my Bruiser, my yellow guy. And then this one we do retaliate. Remember that it had -3 to attack roll. Choose the hero with the least HP is this guy. And also at this moment, I'm gonna spend this for myself and put it on this to heal 3 a hero. I'm going to heal. The hero has to be in range 8 and in vision, so I'm gonna heal red guy for 3 once. The shortest distance, shortest path is only 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3. You're gonna decide reaction for 8 damage. Yellow has 8 reaction. 46. My defense is 6. Oh, is a hit, so it's 8. I can use chill here because it said that if I flip this, I use it and I'm gonna shield for 5. Shield mean that the damage lessened by 5. But I'm not gonna shield, I think. I'm okay. Oops, actually, this villain is distracted, so it's -3, so it's only 5. 5 mean it's a miss. When you miss the entire attack, you will not do effect. You will apply residual damage. And residual damage, even when you miss, still doing damage, but that damage will not make any combatant goes down to 0. The most they can do is go down to 1. And also unprovoked benefit you will not get residual damage +5 from if this villain is unprovoked. So for the residual damage you only get this. And the only effect that can do anything with residual damage is shielded. Even if you shield that and if it's you can reduce the damage. But other thing doesn't do anything to residual damage. But as soon as this condition is considered, it is going to be removed. The condition on the map is n at first time it is considered. And I'm going to put this one and fatigue cube, and I take 8 damage. Now there are only 2 heroes that doesn't take turn, this person and this person. And let's look at the other non-fatigue villain that on the map. We target the farthest inside, gonna be this one. It will deal blast 6, which is good because the blast will not do anything. I think I'm gonna use a controller because my effect is I can move to the target because I wanted to move it away so that it had to move to get in range to attack me. And when it has to move, make it inside a reaction somewhere. Now let's focus actually. Let's do focus. When you focus, all your target will get -3 defense. But at the moment when you roll, there had to be no enemies in 3 and in vision, so in 3 bracket. I'm gonna declare my focus using my move action. Then I'm going to attack that guy. In vision and in 8 square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my benefit is +2 to attack. Actually, if you're not in 8 of this, like if you're far away and if you use the benefit to be in 8 and in vision, it is fine. This attack is valid. But if you use the benefit and you're still not in vision and in 8 in range, you cannot use that action. This one I can move 2 for benefit too, but I'm gonna choose +2 so for the benefit. I have +2 to my roll and they have -3 to that defense. So 13 versus 3. And how about the passive? The passive didn't trigger because target is not in 4 of me. Too bad. If I move first, if I move first it would be better, but I didn't plan for that. Oh, too bad. Oh, I need a cube. Oh, too bad. I will deal just 10 damage to it. So now 31 to 21. Attack is hit. I can choose effect. Choose one, deal +2 damage, and ally gain. Cube or move to the target, then another enemy takes 6. Again, cube is good, but I'm gonna go with +2 then. And we go +2 damage. And ally gain a cube. This ally to gain a cube. Ally cannot be me, cannot be the hero. Has to be other heroes. So now I'm gonna use Brute because I want to move this guy away. So I'm gonna use Brute and pay using this cube, not my cube, to run to a villain and move it to. I'm going to run here because when you run you cannot choose to go around. You have to take the shortest path. Either move here or here, and the run will end because I'm adjacent. I run, then I move it 2. So I move it 1, 2 there. That's it. I think this is the end of the purple controller turn. Now this is provoked, so this will go the most distant hero, and his range is 8. So the most distant hero, he count through wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna be this one. Have to go in vision, so he needs to move to here. He cannot choose to go around. He had to choose shortest path. At least I have to come to this. At least I have to come to here. So I will move the villain, and when it try to move from here to here, it's gonna get reaction of this one for 8 reaction here. At this point, if I have other thing I can do, this is not efficient. If I have to pay 2 cube to, because it's already flipped, I have to pay 2 cube to do this. Not efficient enough. I don't want it. This one, at start of turn, I can pull 2 and deal 4 damage. And this pull 2 is not mandatory. You can choose not to pull 2 because it's not. But if it's drawbacks or not benefit your heroes, you need to do it full amount. But this one is not drawback to your hero, so you can choose not to pull, but you deal 4 damage to a villain in 8 range in vision. Can I rewind a little bit? At start of the turn of that villain turn that last time, I'm gonna pay 3 HP. So now I rewind a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 34, so it's less than 35. I can pull 2. I can choose not to pull and deal 4 damage to this villain. When you flip all this, you need to unflip all and do total charge ability. A villain takes 9 damage. I'm gonna choose this villain to take 9 damage using my skill during that turn. So I do total charge and it will die without trigger this attack. When it goes down to 0, it will be dead. But there's a timeline for this. So for attack timeline, you get a declare attack. This is declaration phase. You get apply benefit, drawback, and declare target. And for strike phase, you roll and modify your roll. After it's a hit, you do passive first and then do attack after the passive. Attack damage after the passive. And for execution phase, you apply additional effect as long as at least 1 strike hit, okay? But if all miss strike, the effect doesn't do anything, and you do residual effect, residual damage. And residual effect is you get 1 cube. You get a cube for miss if you miss all strike. And then you place attack card, you flip your attack card, or you place it if you apply condition on combatant, you place it on combatant, and then you apply death consequence. If whoever dies before strike phase begins or before you roll, it immediately die, so it will go away and dies. But if it dies after you roll and during this phase, it will die after all the effect takes place, and it will die during step 9 here. And why is that different? If the enemy, if somebody dies during this strike phase, the HP will goes down, but it will not consider death yet. In the case of this one, as is about to die, you can manipulate the figure to move close and take damage and deal damage to this guy or whatever that is gonna trigger. But in this case, this guy dies before any attack roll, so this will go away. And when somebody dies, all conditions on them go away. This condition is not used, but it will go away. If the brute dies, this condition will go away and go back to the original applier as well. After villain die, everybody gets this from... Oh, that's too bad. This is bad. I was supposed to get this one, but on the Iron Hand outpost that only Sedura can use, so I will not get one. And this, I will get one. And also this one, I will not get one too. Too bad. So Sedura has to use a lot of things, and also has to balance the cube more. So that villain turn done. Then we have one person left. Brute. And after Brute attack anybody, that person will not get turn. These two already take action. These two are fatigued, so I can attack them with no problem. I think I'm still in power 6 and in power 12 actually. We talked about focus already, but there's one thing, is expose. If you focus, you're gonna expose your enemy, so -3 defense against enemies. But for melee character, there is a way to... I'm mobbing this enemy. I'm not mobbing this enemy because there's no other ally adjacent to this enemy, but these two mobbing this enemy. And also the second condition is these two allies must not be adjacent. When you mob, you get they are exposed, similar to focus, but this is for melee character. Ranged character can also mob. This one can make a ranged attack against this and do the mobbing, but she will incite a reaction first before. So it's not that good. I'm not going to move because this attack is too square. This is a melee attack, not a ranged attack because of the symbol. You can look at this one. As a symbol is ranged attack. So ranged, you cannot be adjacent to an enemy when you declare a target, right? Otherwise, you get you incite a reaction. It's always a melee. The benefit is you have 35 or lower HP. Yes, I did do that. I did do that skill to prepare for this. My whole thing just for this. So I have 35 or fewer HP. Yes, I can target 2 enemies. I have to declare my target, and I have to declare the order of the target. This one has 46 HP left. This one has 37. I'm gonna go with this one first because the more SP, because I'm empowered too much. Orange defense is 6. Oh my goodness. So 5 is a miss. Oh my. So this empower thing is not considered because I didn't hit the target. And also my passive will not be. And also I cannot do 5 residual damage yet because you have to miss all the attack. So I cannot deal anything to this person at all. And the second person, defense is 7. Oh, too bad. I should mob this. I got 11. Oh, the passive effect. No ally is in one of the target. No ally is in one of this. So first hit of your turn, yes. Yes, it's my first hit that hit. So they're +3 or +8 if you have 35 or less. So I have +8. I do 12 plus 8, the 20 damage. And also I empower 12, 32 damage. Down to 5. Oh my, that's good. But I don't want to kill it yet because I cannot gain a lot of kill from this person. So if I kill it now, it's not good. Execution phase, apply effects. Oh, there's no more effect on here. There are 2 things here. Any other active weapon power or effect from the attack card. But I don't have any effect on this attack card. But I can choose this and I can apply this. I can move 6 and make a basic attack. Basic attack is 8. So I roll against the defense of enemy. Drawback of basic attack is if it miss, it will not do anything. It will not do residual damage. But if you get empower or anything, you can affect basic attack damage. But empower doesn't affect residual damage because residual damage doesn't concern any effect except shielded. And the other thing is that I have +1 to my roll, to my attack roll all the time. Even when I use this and I flip this, I can still get the +1 roll. But I don't want to flip it yet because if I flip it, I cannot use it for a long time until I do a cycle. And this is considered already, so this go away. And the different thing is this is not go away yet. I can keep it and I can delay my healer turn. During the next round, I have to like activate brute first and healer second. At the start of the healer next turn, this will go away. And after you use this, you have to flip your attack. This is the end of Brute turn. So everybody on the map is fatigued. 4 heroes and all the villain on the map. So Sadura X. So spend 2. Spend and then put it on there so I can gain from the purple controller again. 2 move per 1 spend, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will spend 2 more to assassinate 1 undead patrol. And it will not give me any cube. I can only do assassinate once per turn. This will run toward Sadura if it envision of her, so Sadura has to stay here. Here is okay. So she's going to spend 1 cube of this person. So she can spend her 1 movement point to here. And then after Sadura action, each undead patrol with vision of her run to Sadura and deal 10 damage. So it's not in vision, so it's fine. This is the end of the round now. There was some mistakes at the last time that Brute hit these 2, and the first hit it was a miss because it is 5 instead of 6, but it is actually 6 because I have +1 roll here. So the first guy reduced HP down to 14, and the second target reduced HP down to 25. Let's start my turn using the Brute, and I have 3 cards left. I will declare an attack, and benefit is you flip an attack. It means that we can complete a cycle faster. So I can flip an attack that I don't want to use. I'm gonna flip the final impact. And now I have only 1 card left that is unflipped. I will declare this red guy because he has higher HP, 25. 12 is a hit. It's +8 because I have 34 HP now. +8 plus empower 6, so 23 damage. 23 damage from 25 down to 2. Before I complete the Brute turn, I'm going to activate this. I can deal 2 damage to a villain and dispel 2. This is dead. Everybody get a cube, and I can dispel 2. Dispel means that I can remove condition token from the map in range 8 in line of sight. I still have my movement left, my move action left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish this. I will take a healer turn next. So this is because this is the start of the healer turn. Empower 6 that apply on other combatant will come back to the healer and flipped because I used it. I'm not going to focus. I'm going to roll. Defense is 6. I got a 5, which is a miss, but +1 roll, so it's a 6, so it's a hit. The passive, ally in 3. First hit and heal 5 a hero. I want to heal the Brute because the Brute is at 34. It's good for attack, but it's quite dangerous for the Brute to be dead. So let's heal against myself because I'm a hero, so heal 5. 54, 6 damage to 8. And effect is heal 8 a hero. The Bruiser. But while I'm in the ally turn, I'm going to use this. Run 5 to a villain and it takes 1 damage for each square you run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 3. And I'm done with my healer turn. And this one is going to retaliate. So target the least HP hero. Too bad least HP is the same as this guy, so he will not move away. But because he has a ranged attack, if he declare an attack when I'm adjacent, he will get inside a reaction. So in this case, villain can sidestep if it can avoid damage, and if it still can attack their priority target. If it can move sidestep to here, it can attack the same priority target, but it also can avoid damage. So it will sidestep to here or here. Not here because it's gonna get close to this, or not here. I think I'm gonna sidestep it to here. Not invoke any reaction. I don't want to get it to attack me, so I'm going to do this. Pay from this yellow guy. I cannot use the cube from the full hero. I can borrow cube from comrades, and the comrade cannot borrow cubes from any anybody else damage, and it goes down, and it will be dead before he can do any attack. Everybody is going to get a cube. The purple, she's gonna use her move. Move start is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another move step, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because she can move past her allies, but she cannot move past villain. Villain cannot move past heroes, but they can move through other villains. But they cannot end on the same square as manager. This one can move for 10. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Prepare for the next round. Sedura acts to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And spend 2 more to assassinate this one. 1 more to move to there. She doesn't know how to open that door. There's no pirate that can detect Sedura. And goes down to this. Initial setup and a round effect. If all enemies with color rings are dead, start event 1. Remove the big and small red doors. I removed this door in front of Sedura and this door here. We have guard 3. Archer, Berserker, Spy in this color and number. I'm only at Kemet Hunt level 1, so if you have Kemet Hunt level 3, you're gonna put number 11 here. So I placed 3 new enemies, 3 new villains there. And also this new room we have chests. Here we also have, this is swamp tile. These 3 new guys are guard in the same group. They will not do any turn as long as you're not in range 3 of any one of them. Or if they are affected by any effect, any attack, they will lose the guard and they will take turn in that round. They also have shielded 6 if they are in guard. So if we are far away and if we snipe them from far away and we don't get into 3 of them, they're gonna get shielded 6. Reduce damage by 6 for this attack. But as soon as we get close to 3 and they lose the guard effect, this shielded 6 will go away. But in this case, we are already in 3 of them. In range 3 and in vision. So they are not guard anymore. I will start my healer turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will target the green guy. Defense of 7. It's a 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is a miss, so I cannot apply anything. Oh, I plan for this is toughen. I want to toughen the target of the attack of enemies, which is this one, but I cannot. So it's only 5 residual damage. Down to 60, and I'm gonna gain a cube. I'm also gonna do this and spend this on this. So let's run to this one, but I don't think I have line of sight. Let's run to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and then move to, so I run there and stop. This one is going to retaliate. With the Moss Cube hero, 3 of us has a Moss Cube of 2. This one has a Moss Cube, but he cannot reach it. 1, 2, and he cannot get past the heroes, and he cannot get across the corner of the wall. So he has to go hero that reachable. There are 3 heroes, and in case of a tie, villain will try to attack favorite target within reach, but if ties between heroes, he's gonna choose between the closest hero. And if there is still a tie, we can choose the hero that is, of course, beneficial, most beneficial to us. You can look at the closest here. Closest hero is different than the shortest. Except blue color, when there is a tie, the villain will choose the target of the closest hero. But when they want to move, they will choose to move the shortest path before we get any ties. Let's activate this one. Start of turn, pay 3 HP. Pay this one to here. So my mana cube is not the Moss anymore. Pay 3 HP. Pull 2 and deal 4 to a villain. I'm gonna pull 2 here and deal 4 damage to the green. Now there is a tie between these 2. They will choose the closest hero. And they are all the closest. Closest mean you count the range. You can count through wall, you can count through everything. But when they move through the shortest path. And the shortest path, they will consider the least amount of movement point. But for this tie, the hero is gonna choose between this or this. I'm gonna choose this because he has this protected token 2 to here. He's gonna take a reaction of 8 damage down to 48. Protected means that I have +3 to defense against enemies. 7 plus 3, so I have 10 defense. And it's a critical. First, let's look at the passive. This villain move 2 or less. Yes, they only move 2 here to here. So to trigger this, target take +4 and lose 1 from its pool. Going to lose this from the pool and get +4 and +12. That's 16. +5. So that's 21. And this will go away because already consider doesn't help. 21 damage. 38. That's tough. And also the effect said the highest HP villain gains 1 Empower 3 token. And the rate over here is very strong. Too bad the only person that can dispel is already take turn. But he can still do some of the skill, but he has to pay 2 Q. I forgot one thing to discharge. I've already flipped all 4. So I can deal 9 damage to an enemy. To this one. 39. I'm gonna activate the purple turn. But before I activate, I'm gonna do this. Run to a villain and move it to. I'm going to use the purple cube. So I run to this villain and I move it to 1, 2. So now I can attack this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm going to choose the benefit of +2 to my attack roll against this one. Against defense of 8. Since 8 is a hit, 10 damage. Down to 60. Then I can choose one, deal 2 damage, and ally gains 1. I'm gonna go with that. +2 damage. And ally is gonna be me, the brute. Gain 1 of this. And this one, gonna go target the most HP is this healer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has to move and use a ranged attack. Now this one is Swamp Tile. If combatant moving itself, count each square with ruins or swamp as 2. Other people move you, then we don't count each square as 2 movement. And while you are on it, you are slow. When you are on it, you cannot sidestep. This is the move by itself. There are 2 things, right? There are voluntary move and forced movement. Voluntarily move means you move by using your movement point. And forced movement, there are 2 things as well. There are moving by itself, like moving by benefit, using your own attack, so you move it yourself. And there are forced movement by others. But for ruins and swamp tile, as long as you move by yourself, whether it's voluntarily or moving by forcing yourself, you have to consider the swamp tile as 2 square. So this one is gonna be, the chest is not barrier, can move through diagonal through it, but it's gonna take, you're gonna graze over this corner. So this 2 movement point to move here. Because he has to move the shortest path, he will move using 2 movement point, passing the swamp for 2 and then move here for 3. And this is bad because the passive is that no other hero is in one of the target and no other hero is in here. Too bad. So it is gonna be a big hit. 17 +7 and echo 7. So it's going to be 22 +7, but I think this is now that I'm going to use the shielded. Because I am hit, I'm gonna apply the shielded. So it's gonna be 22 +2, that's 230. That's crazy. And also it's gonna do echo 7. Echo means you deal damage to an ally of the target closest and in 8 range and inside to the effect applier. That closest to this one is this one. Oh, 23. That's still effect. Provoke the target. If not fatigued, must take the next turn. The healer is already fatigued, so flee 3. If this villain didn't move this turn, this villain moved, so the flee means that the villain tried to move away from hero, from, in this case, from the target. Move away for 3 point. So it won't do anything. The last person that is unprovoked is the Berserker. You're gonna do blast. I'm gonna trigger the passive for sure, but at least I can avoid the blast. So let's activate this. I forgot one thing. This one is M power 3. So the healer gonna gain 3 more, 27. Enemy in range 2 of you. I don't have one, so don't get it. Activate and move 3 to there. And choose benefit is +2 to attack roll. I need 6. 11 plus 2, that's 13. 11 damage. The blue down to 39. Effect, you heal 5, you move 3, deal 4 damage. Can I use this move 3 to avoid both the blast and both this thing? If I move here and the villain gonna choose me as the target, and I can avoid the passive because there's another villain in one of me. But I cannot avoid the blast. This one gonna take the blast. Because this one is already almost low health, I think it's better to just take the... So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3 to here. Deal 4 damage to the green. At least try to pile the damage to the green. So at least one villain died. So the yellow guy already... Now this one, gonna target the farthest hero, the furthest hero. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually this one is the farthest hero, not this one, because when you choose the farthest, the distance here, we don't count the wall. I forgot about it, not the shortest movement, not shortest path, but actually this one is the farthest hero. But can he move using 5 movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So the target is this one instead. Oh, that changed a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack the healer with using 2 range attack here. You take reaction of 8 down to 31. 8. My defense is 7, so it's a hit. And gonna be 21 plus 7, 28 damage. Oh, crazy. I'm dead? Really? No, I don't want to be dead because it's gonna affect my loot point. So before that, I'm gonna use this and pay 2 of this to heal 3 a hero. So actually, I'm gonna heal first 1, 2, 3. Let's revive a little bit. And then 28 damage means that I go down to 2. And then it's gonna do blast. Hero in one of the target take 8 damage. No hero in one of the target. So this one is fatigue, which is the brute. Maybe I will get the chest and use. So my movement is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I cannot get. No. So let's attack first before I. So I'm gonna use this. The benefit is you move 3. So I move. My benefit is I move here and attack the at least kill this one during the next round. And 6 defense. Oh, it's a miss. I get a cube here because I miss, and this one take 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is flipped. Now I have flipped all this, and I'm going to complete a cycle next time, and that's it. End of round. 1, 2, 3. She can spend 2 cube to move 3. Then spend 2 more cube to assassinate this one. Then spend 2 more to move to here. And at the end of round, from event 1, if all villains are dead, no. So no pirate can see Sedura. Now next round, I'm going to activate the brute. So when at the start of your turn, and if you have all of your card, primary attack card flipped, this is called a cycle. So the first thing is all temporary and permanent effects ends. So all of my cards, whether on me or on allies, on villains are, and I would take them all back to my hand. And then the second step is I unflip. And the third is I reactivate one item. Too bad that I didn't plan it. I should use one of the item the last round, so I can now flip and use more. I think I'm gonna target the best target I should attack is the blue guy because he gonna target the furthest hero, which is gonna be this one, and then he cannot do any blast because no hero. And for the passive, as one villain is in one of the targets, so I'm gonna do Death Claw. Benefit is I have 35 or fewer HP. Yes, I can target 2 enemies. First target is gonna be this, second is this. So I try to trigger retaliate of this one more. 11 is a hit. Passive didn't trigger because there's an ally in one of this. Also this one also has an ally in one of this, so no passive. It's only 12 damage to the blue guy. Now to 14. And the second target is the green guy. 5 plus 1. The green has 7. Oh, that's a miss. So I'm not going to do residual damage because the attack is not a miss. Entirely miss. And yeah, that's it. Because I hit at least one strike, I can apply active weapon power. I can move sick and make a basic attack. And this move, one inside reaction, I'm going to move in and make a basic attack against, or maybe I will just stay here and try to attack this same one. Make a basic attack against this one. Basic attack, you always get +1 to the roll and +1 from this, so it's +2. So it's more than enough. Damage is 8. Can I trigger this? Yeah, I think I can trigger this passive, but there's an ally in one of that, so no trigger. So do 8 damage to this one. 6. And I flip this one. And that's it, and then this one gonna go. I'm going to use this. Start of turn, pay 3 HP to 3. I can pull 2 and deal 4 damage. Deal 4 damage. I'm also gonna do this. It's not efficient at all. Maybe I rewind a bit during my ally turn. I'm gonna do this. Pay this to pay 2 HP and heal 4 and hasten an ally. No, I cannot pay 2 because I'm at 2. But because I cannot pay, I can just charge the token without doing this effect. So I'm just charge it, and without doing, I can't pay this. So I pay the cube only to charge, and then unflip to heal 9 an ally. Oh, it can't beat me because it had to be an ally. So heal 9 an ally. It's gonna be this one, heal 9 to 29. And now the villain turn, I also gonna do this. Still cannot do this. Okay, this villain has 2 HP left before it trigger anything. I think I will need to use this one to deal 3 damage. Use 1 cube to do 3 damage. And finally, this one is dead before it can attack. It can activate. Everybody get this. I should have used sidestep to here. Yeah, I will sidestep to there during the brute turn. I rewind a little bit again. Let's go with this person. At start of your turn, there's at least 1 enemy in 2 of you. I can pay 4 HP to gain 2 cube. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to declare an attack. Choose one. Benefit is +2 to attack. I'm gonna go with +2 to attack, and I'm mobbing, so as a hit, I'm doing 11 damage, down to 24. My effect is you heal 5 or you move 3. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Because this is, I move by myself, so I need to take this as a two movement for each square. Then I deal 4 damage to an enemy in 2 of me. This one is not in 2 of me that bad. So let's move to here. So it's in 2 of me. I'm gonna deal 4 damage to the. I want it to die this turn. 1 to 20. And I want to move and grab the chest. I cannot. I want to hasten, but I need to pay 2 HP. and I'm about to die soon enough, so I cannot get the healer to hasten me. I hasten, I don't get reaction, so I can move 1, 2, then 3, 4, and then use a 5 movement point to open the chest and heal somebody. I cannot use my movement to do that. And you cannot sidestep onto swamp or ruin tile, because sidestep you need to go to anywhere that can go with 1 movement point. This one you have to go with 2 movement point. I cannot sidestep onto the ruin, the swamp. But there's one other thing that is important here. For the special action of Comrade, don't cause any action, primary action. If you are a full hero, you want to use special attack, you have to use your primary action. But for Comrade, you can make this attack at the end of your turn, no action roll is required. So I'm going to target my non-Comrade hero and makes it to do something like this. I'm going to do this. Just Lesser Impulse is less useful, but I want to keep it for the last room instead. I'm going to target this person. No need to roll, so it takes effect anyway. The effect is move 3 the target, it makes a primary attack, and this one is flipped. I'm gonna move 3 the target to here. My primary attack, I have 3 cards in my hand. I'm at 20, I need a lot. Yeah, let's go with this one then. So I'm gonna declare an attack here. Defense of 7. 13 plus 1, that because of my weapon, so 14 is a hit, 14 damage. And also trigger this passive. No, the passive is in your turn only. This is not my turn, so it's just 14 damage. So this one down to 6. And then the effect is move 3 the target. I have to position so that this one take a reaction next, and it dies before it can attack anyone. It will target the Moss Cube hero, which is this one. So this one has 4 cube, the Moss Cube. Trigger a reaction anyway. So I don't need to move this target. So I flip this, and I'm done with the turn, the yellow guy turn. And now it's the villain turn, this guy turn. I'm going to trigger the skill of this because this is an ally turn. This is a villain turn. I can heal somebody. No, I'm gonna spend 4 cube to heal 16. I'll spend 4 cube and put it on here and heal 16 to this. So this is go to 18. Fuse. And this one is going to target the Moss Cube. And the Moss Cube has changed. The Moss Cube hero is not this one anymore. It's this person. What the hell? So to change my mind a little bit, I want to trigger this one first. I didn't heal at first, but this one gonna go towards this, the Moss Cube. Gonna move 1, 2, and it trigger 8 damage. A reaction, it will die. Everybody get a cube. The red cannot get cube, and then I heal using that force. So I rewind a little here. The healer turn next. Maybe I can do the special attack that can heal target. When you do any attack to an ally, you have to roll for its defense too. It has to be more than the defense. 0 damage in effect. And if I do this, I'm gonna apply that permanent effect. It heals for whenever it declares an attack on its turn. This is good, but I'm almost at a full cycle because there's only 1 card left. So if I do this and I complete a cycle, which is 2 more rounds, then this gonna go away. So it's not that efficient. I should complete the cycle first. So I'm going to do this against the red guy who hasn't taken a turn. It's like all enemies in 3x3 areas. You gotta choose a central square, and that central square has to be in range and in vision. But the other surrounding area doesn't have to be in vision, but it has to be in range. So if I choose this one as central square, this one I can target in 3x3. It's not in my vision, but it's in range. Because that central square can be a wall, and empty space, a miniature, or anything. But let's focus first because this defense is 8 is a lot. Use my move action to focus, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one is 8 space away. I'm going to use my benefit ally move 1. I'm gonna move this one here because I know that this one gonna attack the purple, and the passive is that no other hero is in 1. So now that there's me in 1 of the purple. So I prepare for that. So it has -3 because of distracted, because I focus. On is a critical hit. Let's look at this one. Passive is an ally is in 3 of you. I can heal 5 a hero. And of course, I'm going to heal myself. 23. Then I can do 7 plus 5 because of the crit. Down to 46. Now the effect is a hero heal 3 per enemy. This attack hits. So there's only one enemy. I'm gonna heal myself. 1, 2, 3 to 26, and that's it. And next round, I'm gonna activate a healer. I'm going to complete a cycle. I can also do this when I apply the effect of the card. I can also do this. Deal 5 damage to 2 enemies, but it's not efficient. There's only one enemy. This one gonna try to target the most HP. Is this the purple? Purple has defense of 6. It's a hit and no passive because I already set up for that. 22 damage. Oh my, I don't have any item because I'm the comrade. 22 damage. Down to 29. Oh, this is the state of my heroes right now. Yellow, the moss, and these two, and then this one. Oh, it's actually one thing. This one cannot attack me yet. Yes, it is in vision. If he declared the target, that he will get a reaction. So in this case, he has to sidestep. And after he sidestep, he needs to still can target the same priority target. And he will avoid that damage. So he can sidestep to maybe here. Yeah, so that I can like go around and get chest. Yes, still in vision. So it's a sidestep there and he attack me. And then the effect is he provoke and the purple will take the next turn. We'll do that anyway. And then flee 3 if this didn't move this turn. Because this villain sidestepped this turn, so he will not flee. We'll take the cube. No, not take the cube yet. Before that, let the brute do this. A villain takes 3 damage to 43. This villain has finished. So my passive is about getting close to my target. I think my move action, I'm going to do 5 movements. So move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to attack, use my benefit of +2 to my attack roll. And my roll is 6 + 2, that 8, which is enough defense of 8. Passive, target info of you. First hit, yes, you gain 1. I can gain it because I put in here. I can gain this one. I have 3 cube. Then I do 10 damage to 33. And then the effect is move to target another enemy. No, there's no another enemy. So deal +2 damage. Sit down to 31. And then an ally gain a cube. Only one ally that can gain a cube. Cannot. Because they're all stuck in Sejura Iron Hand Outpost now. Sejura has a lot of cube. She can also use the cube on the allies as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 3 cube that I need to pay. I'm gonna free up the space for this for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I ally can gain the cube now in their unearned tray. And then I spend 2 more from this to assassinate. I plan to move there, but this guy will have a vision of me, so I cannot move there. If I move here, is the safe spot for me, but I'm gonna take 1 Q for only 1 movement. It's not efficient. I'm not going to move yet. I'm gonna stay there.